Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Bear with me till I get this sound off my... Here we go, so let's hope. So that's me live, it's time for Cuppa and cards. Just giving it time for people to come on. And hopefully my comments will come up soon. And we'll see if anyone's watching. Hi Renee. Alright. Good morning or good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I hope you're okay. I'm just going to give it a minute or two. A wee hint of what we're going to be doing. Hi Rails! In you come. Just letting a few people come in. That's too funny because it tells me that one person's watching but two people have come in and said hello. It's always a bit behind, isn't it? I hope you're okay in your part of the world. Well, do you know what? We'll just get started and I'm sure some people will come in and there will be lots of people watch this on the replay or on YouTube later. So yeah. So I've got my cuppa. Have you got your cuppa? And I'm hoping this is in focus because on my Facebook it's not. No, on my phone it is. And I'm filming with my phone, so yeah. I'll just think it's my laptop that's a bit out of sync. So today I am playing with Sweet Strawberry because I just think it's gorgeous. So let's talk about it. So later on today on YouTube I am going to do a live and show you how I made this little treat box, and I will reveal at that point what's inside this treat box. But that's just an aside. So what I want to do today is make some cards that maybe match this or maybe don't. We'll just see. Okay, so this Sweet Strawberry set is fantastic. If I can find what page it's on, of course. This is always me. Right, okay, it's on page 44. This is our new January to June mini catalogue. Remember that the annual catalogue is still, you can still order from it. So this is what I'm looking at today, is this Sweet Strawberry bundle. Now this is good value. It's a lovely stamp set with lovely fonts, and if you buy the punch and the stamp set at the same time and use this order number here where it says bundle, you can have the stamp set and the punch for the one price of £30.50. However, if you order them separately on these separate numbers, they're £17 each, so that will be £34. So that is a good saving. It's a good saving. Now if you were to buy that bundle plus some card and an ink pad maybe, you could then order something from this celebration catalogue, have a freebie. So I'm using a freebie from this today. So from 5th of January to the 28th of February we have celebration happening. So, which means in the UK, using our monetary system, it's like my brain's not here today, sorry folks, using pounds, if you spend £45 you may choose an item free. However, if you want to have one of our higher value free items, which I'm kind of showcasing here, this paper, this you need to spend £90, but then you can have a free stamp set called Berry Blessings and this free pack of designer series paper, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But as you can see, these match together, they team up. So Stampin' Up are really quite thoughtful about what they put in the free items for celebration. They usually do tie up with sets that we have in our normal catalogues. So that is a higher option because you get as a bundle the stamp set and the paper. There are, earlier in this little brochure, there are stamp sets and paper packs that you can get with just a £45 spend. Some beautiful things, beautiful. So let me know if you want to know a bit more about our new mini catalogue and celebration. If you haven't received yours yet, if you don't already have a demonstrator, please get in touch. I will be happy to send you these out, and anything else. If you don't already have an annual catalogue, then I can do that for you too, with no obligation. I call these my ideas book because there's so many ideas in here. So many beautiful stamp sets. So we've got that, the annual catalogue, and at the moment we've got the celebration promotion going on. So I'm going to stop going on. If you see me use anything here today, you can purchase at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. And I would really appreciate your purchases because they do help support my business. Right. So today I'm going to use the Sweet Strawberry set. I know that. I've got the Berry Blessings one out handy. I have got some card bases. I have set up my Stamparatus, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And it's because of this reason. This punches out, if we look at the stamp set, it punches out the strawberry shape. It punches out the smallest flower. Punches out this larger leaf, and this calyx of the strawberry, the calyx bit, it punches out that too. So what I want to do now is, so if you stamp them, you're never going to be able to line them up with the stamp. So here's there's lots of other tips and tricks, and you can watch other people to see what they're doing, but this is what I've done. I've used my Stamparatus. Other stamping positioning tools are available, however, I don't believe they're as smart as ours. But this one does loads, and I really hope to show you the benefits of this over the next wee while. I'm just going to clean these stamps off and start again explaining what I did here. So I'm actually going to take the stamps off, which is a bit annoying because I had them set up perfectly, but you know what? I need to show you what I've done. So I cut a 5x5 piece of card. So it's going to sit in here in my Stamparatus. 5 inches by 5 inches of cut. I don't know why, but I just wanted to have a good margin around here because I sometimes find that with photopolymer stamps, the ink doesn't transmit onto the paper as well at the edges. It does, but it just demands a bit of extra work. So what I did was I just went into this square of paper with my punch, and as you can see, I simply punched them out. So that bit, I'm not going to redo that bit. Then I bring this into my Stamparatus, using my magnets. I hold that into the corner there. Then I take my stamps and I try to fit them into that gap. Now you'll see that they aren't symmetrical, so you have to be a bit. I'm looking just to see that the black line, and the fact that I've already stamped with these with black and they're still a bit coloured helps. Now they are touching each other here, which isn't always ideal, And if you find that a nuisance, what you could do is put 2 stamps on one of the Stamparatus plates and 2 on another. But I am a lazy stamper. Well, that's not true, not lazy, but I want to get results fairly quickly. I've been using my tweezers just to help me move things here. So that's the leaf on there, and then this little flower, which is so cutesy. So I'm just using my tweezers to help me get it in this place. So if you're just kind of a beginner stamper, what I'm trying to do over the next few weeks is just show you some of the tools that we have to help us with successful stamping. Right, so I've got them on upside down into the holes that I had made with the punch. So if I now bring that down and try to pick them all up, I'm going to use my tweezers just to pop, because they're super sticky on photopolymer stamps, and at first they do take a bit of. So make sure that that stays in the corner there. And I bring this, I'm going to pop my, I'll put the berry blessings, I'm going to put the stamp set in there. Hopefully you can see, I don't know how much, it's quite big for you to see in the whole screen what I've got here. Bring it, try to have it all into the, where you can see. Right, so then I'm using my Memento Black. And then I'm just going to bring this over. I wouldn't normally be sliding it about, but it's just, I forgot, I'm not going to bring it over, that was a bit daft. I forgot a step. So just get some scraps of Whisper White. No, that's thick. Where's my thin bit? Oh, I had it already, and then of course my son phones me from Australia just before I'm about to go live. Right, here's a scrap of Whisper White. So I got my scrap bag out of my Whisper White, and I have punched out quite a few. So you just pop it in, and then you've got your shapes. I've already got some at the side of me here as well, but just to let you see what we're doing. So we've got 4 pieces here, and all I'm going to do now is pop these into the gaps. Now you need to be aware that this strawberry, while it looks symmetrical, it isn't. It's not totally symmetrical. So you just have to take a minute and pop. The flower does seem to be the same on every petal. This is not, so you need to look at how you're popping this in. You just pop them into the gap. I find tweezers sometimes help me to get things positioned properly, and I believe that the leaf is symmetrical. Or very close. So let's just add a bit of more ink to the stamps. Hi Heather! Yeah, you'll be heading to work. Oh dear. I am going on YouTube later today to make a box to go with what we're making today. Well, I think I'm going to be making today. So it's me just doing some stamping with the Stamparatus, just to let you see. Now, because it's photopolymer, because I'm working on a very flexible desk, I have to press quite hard. But if you don't have the dexterity to press quite hard, just put your Stamparatus onto a harder surface. Or then you can get something like a punch and punch down, hold it down to help you with your. And then I'm popping my tweezers in here because it really is quite sticky. So the strawberry has stuck to the stamp, which happens sometimes, but that's not a big deal. But as you see, all stamped correctly. So I can just get these out, and then we can do another set. So that's pretty clever, isn't it? Well, I'm impressed. So more that I've stamped out earlier, I've punched out earlier, sorry, that are lying to the side of me here. My calyx, a leaf, and a little flower. So you see, you could go on and reliably stamp these all day long and use up your scraps. And you're not having to stamp near the edge of the paper like you do with some punches. Just make sure that is in there straight. I'm finding these tweezers quite useful and helpful. And for people who've been watching my YouTube, I found my Take Your Pick tool, but I've already ordered a new one. Does that surprise you? As soon as I ordered that new one, the old one appeared. Right, so now I need to ink up. Hi Katrina! I'm going to ink up oh, I'm having some problems. I'm hoping that you're not. My Facebook's just gone a bit. This is a nuisance. I'm going to. Facebook's just stopped playing the video. I hope you can still see. Yeah, that's it, Heather. I realised that I've got two on the go. Let me see if this. I think it's just my laptop. It has been playing up a bit. Yeah, we're all right. It's all bloody as well, so I think it. I don't know. It's maybe needing a good clean out, and I probably need to clean the browser history. Right, so then I've inked up the stamps. Bring that forward. Make sure I get a decent amount of pressure on. So do you see you could do total batch of these, and I may later. I think I'll keep that set up so I can show folks use what look, I'm just putting a bit extra pressure on with that punch. This desk is extremely flexible. Again, the strawberry stuck to the stamp. I use my tweezers just to peel. That'll stop happening. Right, so there's another strawberry. Another leaf. Another little flower. I'll just pop this to this side. Yeah, just leave that set up like that. And I want to show you this other, not that stamp set, this one. The other flower. Now this has the stamps that you can fill in as well, but today I'm going to show you my blends, but I want to show you this larger flower. Where is it? The outline for this larger flower. Now this is not something I noticed myself. I was watching a fellow demonstrator the other day, Wendy LeClark. She does YouTube videos. She's not long started, and she is Woo Creations, WOO. So if you want to see, but she pointed this out to me that I hadn't noticed. And I haven't seen anyone else notice this. If I've missed your video showing this, then I apologise for this. But so the big flower fits in our little small bloom punch. So I'm just showing you how clever Stampin' Up! Is. You know, they really do think about coordinating the products. So there's that leaf. So excellent, isn't it? But let's get on and make a card. So let's have a look at this beautiful paper. Look at this. For a free pack of paper, is this not cool? Look at this. That says strawberries all over. And it's strawberries all over on that side. Look gorgeous. This one, I did have around me a card that I made for the Putler's blog hop. We did a celebration blog hop, and certainly you will see it if you go on to JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. Look at these, and so you could punch these flowers out with the small blooms punch, and you can punch the strawberries out with the strawberry punch if you choose to. You could cut them out. So that's what I've got left. But I have some of this. So as I said, I wanted to make a card that kind of coordinates with my gift box, which I will be showing you live on YouTube this afternoon. So I got some scraps here from making the box, which I would rather use. So I'm thinking I have a white card base here, so let's make some layers here. What size is that? Oh, that'll cut to a nice layer, won't it? Oh, hi Verity. Hi Verity. Gosh, got some really nice colleagues coming on today. Katrina and Verity, we're all in a team together. And so I've cut that to 14.4 by 10.1. And that will go on there. So I'm making this up to be a fairly layered card because I'm a layers girl. And then see if we can, will that be, no, get this one out of here. So let's just go with 9.7. I will use up all the bits. That was 9.7 by 14. These are my usual layers. So if you pop on my blog, you will see this. I do this simple way of making a card often. So they layer like that. So I'm bringing the poppy red in here, and it will be in later as well. So now I want a piece of, I mean, a scrap of white. Is that? I'm just looking at what's lying around me quite often rather than just making up measurements. If I've got something lying, hey, that's big enough. Let's go with this piece that was lying. And it measures, it's got a bit of glue dot on the back of it, which is making it a bit difficult. So that measures 7.7 or something. Let's make it simple and bring it to 7.5. I'm on a mission to use up scraps, and this measures just a wee bit over 10. So again, let's make it simple and make it 10 by 7, and then we'll get a bit of this and we'll go 7.4 by 10.4. So I'm a 4mm girl. So using that, that's wrong. What did I do wrong there? That should have been to 6.5, Janice. So you want to put that to 6.9. Maybe if I did the arithmetic correctly, would all be. It's my scraps of Whisper White. The bag burst. So there you go. I've got layers now for this very first card. Right, so I also a wee bit inspired with this by Dawn Barwick, who's in our Putler's team as well. She didn't do it quite the same, but as I've said before, I'm needing some thank you cards, so let's pop this on here too. So I've pulled out the thank you sentiment. I've pulled out the little sprig of strawberry flowers because I think it's really sweet, and I'm looking for a block my boxes on the floor. Again, on the subject of tools and basic equipment, this is a fabulous set. The case and all our blocks all fit in, and I just think it's great. Look, I need to clean them as well. They all get covered in. Yeah, basic white should be with us. I've got some on order, so but we're having a bit of a customs issue since Brexit, so hopefully it'll be with me soon. Right, so thank you. And because we've been stamping already with Memento, let's continue to do so. So I want to have the sentiment on. I'm not actually wanting to have any more layers on this, so will we do it this way? Actually, yeah. As you see, I'm making this up as I go along, but that's how it is every time. I have a sort of idea in my head. It may or may not work. I'm going to pop the thank you in this corner. Wow, look at the script, and it's so fab that the font, script, whatever you want to call it, is the same across both stamp sets, the Berry Blessings and the Sweet Strawberry, so they really do work together. So yeah, I'm just going to randomly stamp this. 6k, that's quite a good distance. Heather, have you got snow in your area? Thought I was going to get a snow walk yesterday or today, but it's not. Yesterday we got hailstones and then sleety snow, so it just wasn't nice at all. Put that. I'm just kind of fitting it in and around the sentiment. Oh, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? May only get one card done today, but it won't matter because it's fun. Let's see what we can get. So as you see, I'm stamping off quite a bit. Oh look, those two joined up. That wasn't intentional, but it doesn't matter. Just want to fill the gap here. So we've got some strawberry flowers and leaves, and this is the bit that I was inspired by Dawn. It's on a card that she did. She added some colour to the flowers but not the leaves, because I'm then going to add more. So I'm ready to colour. Got my Cuppa, I need to finish that. So I'm going to bring in some pink and some yellow. So I'm only using what was lying on my desk from making that box last night. So this is Light Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of Daffodil Delight in the middle of each strawberry flower. Now, from memory, we don't have a lot of strawberry flowers around right now, but from memory, I haven't googled, strawberry flowers tend to have it yellow in the middle, but sometimes have a little hint of pink on the edges. And this one, just so that you know, this is light petal pink. I'm going to use this end for fastness. So I'm just adding a wee bit of pink tinge to the petals. Just to the edges, not a lot, it's just a suggestion. Just a suggestion of colour, really. And then what you can do then is you can take, I don't know how this will work, but I haven't tried this, so let's try it. So this is the colour lifter. Oh, I never added pink to this. I'm just wondering if this will just blend these out a bit so that they're quite faint. It's just over the flower. It doesn't quite lift it, but it will blend it out a wee bit, just lighten it up. Because this is not the focal point of the card, that's just a bit of background. Just to show you what all our tools do as well. Now the best tool we have is the one that I can't find right now. You know, because I went to bed last night and just left everything on my desk. Everything, nightmare. Right, let's layer this up and then we'll have a look at finishing this off so that it ties up. You see, she punched out all those strawberries. What's she going to do with them? Yeah, it's not looking grand today either. We had snow last night and it looked lovely when I went to bed around midnight, but it's kind of washed away, and I don't know if it's frozen or not. Hubby's away for his run, so he'll tell me what the pavements. That's just lovely, just like that, isn't it? That's beautiful. Anne Harrod, I'm not, kia ora Anne Harrod, but I'm not going to acknowledge that temperature. Ah! Oh, who wouldn't give a day in the garden on 24 degrees? Oh, Celsius. Could cut that paper too, isn't it? Just that. This is so pretty, but sometimes you just have to force yourself to use. So I'll have to make a gift bag where I can show both sides of this paper at once. Oh, Anne Harrod, you won't get burnt at 24 degrees if you're careful. Put some sun cream on. I would just love to be able to sit outside with my morning coffee. Like in comfort. I could sit outside for it, but it's going to be a bit uncomfortable. So as you see, I'm just layering this up. Use my wet glue so that I've got a bit of wiggle room. So I'm using a lot of things today, but I'm not suggesting to you that as a beginner you have to get everything. I know a lot of people who watch me are already avid crafters and have quite a lot of stash. But if you don't, but you're interested, the best way to do that is to join my team. And you are joining offer during celebration, which is till the end of February, is £99. You choose £130 worth of product, and on top of that, at the moment, the company are giving you free 5 packs of our designer series paper, which won't be available until the annual to everyone else until the annual catalogue in, I think it's May this year it's coming out. It's usually June, but it's May is the new way. Now isn't that just lovely on its own? But of course we got all these strawberries and flowers that we punched out earlier and stamped, and got bits flying about everywhere here. I don't know what's stamped on and what's not. Right, here's some more that are stamped on. So let's do a bit of colouring. So let's get ourselves a wee strawberry. So I've got Poppy Parade out. So our blends come in dark and in light. Are you? Oh, Andrea, have you got sound now? I hope it was. Yeah, I had it. The berry paper is from Celebration. It comes as a bundle for a £90 spend in the UK. I don't know what that is in New Zealand dollars. Probably somewhere about 180 New Zealand dollars. if you spend that, then you can get berry blessings and the paper free. So yeah, that's a good buy. But I was talking about the joining offer earlier on, and then I stopped out. So if you want to talk about the joining offer with me so you can get some basic craft stuff together, I'm happy to chat with you. I am going to the edges of these strawberries. I'm just shoving some dark down in the middle, around the edges where the shadows would be, and then I'm going over it with the lighter Poppy Parade. Now, as you can see, you don't need to be particularly artistic to achieve with this set. So I've just roughly gone over everything with the lighter pen. That blends the dark and the light together. When that dries, you will see the effect. Again, I'll do the same on the other strawberry here. Yeah, but you use your sun cream, don't you, in Australia? I just need a heat in my bones. It's like jealous. I know that heat comes with its own problems. I do know that, and I'm not jealous. I'm envious. Whoops. And then I'm going to take the lighter one and I'm just circular motions. If you want to know how to colour properly with your blends, there are loads of tutorials on YouTube that other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators have done. Me, I'm about colour, just get it on there. And then I'm taking the lifter and just lightening that bit where this, you know, just that bit there where the sun would shine. Just showing you what it can do. If you're artistic, you can take more time. And then just let's have a little flower and a big flower and a couple of leaves. We need a calyx for each strawberry. So we'll just quickly, do you know what, I've got what we got here, Granny Apple Green. So again, just quickly pop some dark Granny Apple Green into the calyx. For me, it's just colour. I just want colour down here. If you want to be much more accurate with shadow and dark and light and what have you. I'm aware of it all, but for me life's too short. I just want to get colour down there. So as I say, it may just be one card today. But that's okay, because we can just take our time. That card in itself is okay just like that. I actually adore that. I really do like that. Yeah, I know you're in New Zealand, Anne Harrod. $232 New Zealand dollars, okay. It's a wee while since I've been in New Zealand. Due to the big sea, you know what, stopping me coming. So again, I'm just use this leaf, I'm just popping some dark roughly, and then I'm just going over with the light Granny Apple Green here. Just over a whole lot, blend it all in together. I want another. Oh, I've managed to get some Poppy Parade on that, but that's okay. You can have tinged leaves. Have I got any more leaves that are stamped? I should have. I've got this one, but I thought I had more. Never mind. Okay, so again, I'm not quite sure how I'm putting this together. I'm just kind of following what Stampin' Up! Suggested would be dark. Except that's the light. No, it's not, it's the dark. And here's the light one over the top. Right, so that's some leaves. 2 leaves, 2 strawberries, 2 calyx. Because I don't think it's calyxes. Well, we have 2 little flowers and a big flower. So again, we'll coordinate with what we've already done. So we did put the lids on your blends because they are alcohol and they will evaporate pretty quick. So we now have a light daffodil yellow lying here. It's just a rough middle and there. And then I've got my light petal pink. And I'm just going to, towards the tips of the flowers, just think they're a bit sweet, aren't they? And I'll just take the highlighter one again. I call it a highlighter. It calls it a colour lifter, but and again I'm just going over and it just kind of blends the colour out a wee bit. Doesn't take it away, but it'll fade it out a wee bit. So it's a bit tool heavy, but you know, if you want to get some Stampin' Up tools, guys, give me a shout and I'll help you with the joining offer and you can discuss whether that's something for you or not. Right, so you can ring me, you can text me, we can message, everything. It's easy, we can chat about it and then you can make your own decisions. I want the light, I've missed a bit here on the edge of this leaf, so I'm sure I've missed lots of bits, but right, so let's kind of, I'm bringing my box back in just to remind me. Now I could have put a bit of a bow on here too, but I think that's maybe a bit much. So I've kind of just popped 2 strawberries together and a leaf and a calyx, so we'll see what happens. So where's my glue? So I'm just going to, I want 1 strawberry on top and 1 underneath, like that. That one would have had its, maybe I'll take that off just now. I should have put its calyx on first. Oh, you've got some heat, have you? So I've got a calyx on that one. Where's the other calyx gone? I know I did too. Right, this one has got glue on the back, so let's not lay it down, but we'll just pop a wee bit of glue there. You don't need a lot because once it dries it sticks fast. So there's a cool strawberry, and as I say, we're layering these 2 up. We're not going to do exactly what we did on the card, but just to coordinate with it. We'll just, whoops, see what happens with the leaves. Just it will have that one like that. So just put a bit of glue there. Truly I'm making this up as I go along, but that's how I roll. So I think before I do flowers, I'm going to pop this lot onto the card. Could use dimensionals and things, but if you want to be getting this into the post, so I'm just going to pop this on the side here. Okay, right, so then have I got a bit of foam? Let's just get some foam. Plates for my big shot going, not my big shot, my cut and boss going flying everywhere. Right, so I have somewhere, I have a ball tool. Oh, that's quite good for, here it is. This is actually the scoring tool that goes with my scoring tool. I'm just wanting to cup these flowers just a little bit, just before I stick them on. So just some circular motions with this is onto the foam surface. Just again, I'm going to turn this one over and what I'm doing is breaking down the fibres on the paper. Take care, Heather, Kaketi. Right, and then popping it over there and then just pressing down in the middle, and that gives that flower a fair bit of texture. So just two different ways there. So now the other thing I want to do here is add a bit of sparkle to the flowers. Now I'm not sure which one of my, this is a Wink of Stella pen. Now some have got ink in and some haven't. Sparkle left in them. I've got, yep, that's working fine. So we'll stick this on and then we'll add the sparkle. How about that? Would be more sensible, wouldn't it? So again, just a little bit of wet glue on the back of each flower. So I'm going to pop one flower up here with the strawberries, but then I'm going to pop the other two in this corner. So it's a very fancy card. It's taken us 50 minutes or so. Well, no, because a lot of the beginning of this was me promoting my catalogues and my paper. So as I say, I've been inspired by a few people and a few hints and tips from people, but I've come up completely with my own card. I need a lid for my glue. So again, since we've got a wee bit of extra time but not enough time to make a whole card, let's have a wee look at decorating our envelope. Sorry, I'm just away to get an envelope. I know that I had one here a minute ago. That is mad. You have something and then whenever you need it. Oops. So I am thinking that I've watched other people do this, not done it myself, but hey, let's go. That one won't be long enough. To stick the paper on the back of the envelope to match. So I want this to be, I don't want to be cutting away with bits of paper. So I want to cut this. I've never actually done this before. I've watched other people do it. So I'm just cutting that to 7 centimetres wide, just so, because it will get in my way otherwise. And that's definitely going to be enough. Yeah. So if I put glue on the flap of my envelope, trying to work quickly here. And then just line this, I think that line's straighter. Line that up. Maybe not scrape your glue like I did there. Line that up with the crease in the envelope and that flat. And then take these this amazing tool, or snips, the sharpest scissors in the business, they really are. As I say, I've been card making quite a long time, long before I found Stampin' Up, which was 5 years ago. And yeah, I've got a wee thing to share today, a wee personal thing to share is that I have promoted in Stampin' Up! To Silver Elite. To do that, I had to have a team of at least 5 people. I needed to have a certain amount of sales, and one of my team had to achieve silver status. And I'm just following the line of the envelope here. So I am absolutely thrilled. I've been working for this Silver Elite for 4 years. I have been silver. I promoted to silver, I think, within a year of signing up with Stampin' Up. It's just a part-time job, the Stampin' Up for me. I do another job, but I love it so much. So there's the back of the envelope, and then we could stamp a couple of our, in fact, do you know what, this is so pretty. Let's just ink this up. Now, I have to say thank you to all of you. I mean, I would not have achieved this amazing promotion without all the support that I get from you guys. Even people who don't buy from me, you come in and you support me, you leave positive comments, and so many of you message me privately and you share it with people. It's just fantastic. It's fantastic. The community that we're building both here on Facebook and on YouTube is just so much fun. If you haven't already joined my Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft Share group, please do, because that's where we share our creativity, and it isn't just about stamping and it isn't just about Stampin' Up. Anyone can come in and share their creativity with us. So there's an envelope to match this. How pretty is that? Who would like to receive that in the post? That is beautiful, isn't it? And again, I can decorate inside too. You know, I can do the same thing inside. I could use these other. There's this flower. Look, inside. So we're matching it all up. I've blotched it. Well, you know what we do there then. Put a flower there. I must have had it on my fingers. Nightmare I am. It's time to stop before I wreck it. There you go. And then you could colour them in if you wanted. So there we have it. And obviously we can, so I've done thank you outside. So look, so if you was thanking someone for something, look, you've got the thank you for the outside, and look, that was so sweet of you. So yeah, so let's just pop that in. So all the sentiments do go together very well. So we'll just pop this on my block. And just take that one off. This is how I get my fingers covered in ink, because I pull things off with my fingers. What you should do is clean the stamp first and then take it off the block. And but generally when I'm stamping for myself on my own, I do. It's when I'm doing filming, I'm always in such a hurry because sometimes feel I'm against the clock. I don't want to take up all of your day. So there we have it. We've taken our whole session here to make one card, but do you know what? I think it's a cool card. Let's take this off. This grid paper is the best thing too. It's a great tool to have on your desk when you're stamping, and it's great for calculating. Now I'm just going to give you a wee quick laugh. If you need a laugh, because I've lost the card. Oh no, it's there. this was me. This was the box that I'm going to make this on YouTube this afternoon. So that's the gift box. There's how I calculated my numbers for the box. I better keep that until this afternoon. So yeah, that is going to be YouTube live this afternoon. This being the 14th of January 2021, in case you're watching on replay. So you'll see that this afternoon on YouTube. This one, we've just made our Cuppa and cards. We've made our card and our envelope. How fabulous is that? I think it's fabulous, and it's cheered me up, and it's made me think of summer and when strawberries are coming. Yeah, it's just superb. I just think it is cheerful. Who doesn't like strawberries? And we're quite lucky in the UK here. We get strawberries out of season. We grow them under polytunnels as well. I happen to live fairly close to the best berry growing region in the UK. So yeah, I have access to strawberries from Perthshire and yeah, mostly Perthshire, and up the Dundee way they grow fantastic berries. So anyway, watch this afternoon, watch for me going live this afternoon on YouTube. I don't have a specified time, but I will be showing you how I made this box, and I'll show you what the treat inside it is. It's kind of teams up with this lot. Anyway, watch later. So thank you very much, everybody. I totally appreciate all your support and all the lovely messages I've had about my Silver Elite from all you demonstrators that are working. I'm just totally overwhelmed at the moment. But yep, thank you very much. I'm going to go now because it's 12 o'clock. So maybe should get washed and dressed now for the day and get some fresh air in my lungs. Okay, so thank you everybody. I'm going to head off. I'm not putting my face in this time because I haven't done anything with my hair. I look like a shaggy dog. Take care everybody.